Welcome back to the voyages of the Starship Enterprise. Last time, after I played last time, I went online looking for a little bit of a hint on what to do next. Not the entire solution, just something to point me in the right direction. What I found, besides that, is that I ran into a nasty bug. Turns out there's a game-breaking bug in this game, where if you do something in this final mission not in a different order than I guess the game intended you to, it basically puts you in a state where you can't go anywhere. You can keep walking around the ship, but it doesn't do anything. You can't continue from that point. And because I kept saving over the same save game because I ran out of save game slots. The days of limited save game slots. The most recent save game I had to go back to before then was actually like 2 missions ago. Luckily, since I knew the solutions, I went through the previous mission real quick, took me like less than 5 minutes, and basically got myself to this final mission. And I saved here. This is the very beginning of this final mission where I just beamed down to the ship. So we'll go through this. I'll be able to get us back to the point where I left off before fairly quickly, since I know what to do now.
This person is dead.
Plus I'll skip any long conversations because we've heard them all before.
This man is dead. Here is the body of Captain Patterson of the Republic. He didn't die without a fight. Main computer banks. They appear to have been damaged. Main computer bank. The view screen is...
We're too late. This man must have died just a few moments ago.
Can you bring him back?
Punctured lung, nerve damage, brain damage, fractured arm and ribs. It's a miracle he lasted as long as he did. He's not coming back, Jim. They're dead, Jim. All of them.
Captain, records indicate that this ship was attacked by a Constitution-class starship.
Any idea of which one it was?
I am reading the record of the transponder signal, NCC-1701. It's the Enterprise, Captain.
Someone must have tampered with the computer records.
May I remind you, Doctor, that the main computer... My tricorder has picked up the...
We're under attack. Our sensors are inoperative. We'll try...
That's all there is, Captain.
Dick Patterson was never one for making long...
You retrieve the molecular saw. The crewman's death was pointless. There is a twisted mess of wire and metal.
This person's dead, Jim.
Here's where I missed something. There are 2 items on this table, not just one.
Yet another crewman of the Republic whose life was unfairly abbreviated.
I can't believe it. That's Brittany Murata. I knew her from my academy days. We studied alien history together.
At least she's still alive, although just barely. He's dead, Jim. I can't bring him back. She's suffering from severe trauma.
Do what you can, Bones.
She's in bad shape, Jim. I've tried to stabilize her, but it doesn't look good. She's in bad shape, Jim. I've tried.
No, you won't.
Murata, what happened?
They said it was the
What about the Enterprise?
You killed us, Jim.
It wasn't the Enterprise, Murata.
There's nothing more.
Okay. So there's the syringe, or hypo, whatever we want to call it.
This is an empty hypodermic injector.
But there's also another item. So there's a drill here.
This medical drill fires a microscopic phaser beam.
This is what I missed before.
You pick up the empty hypodermic injector.
So I bet I can use that drill maybe to get past that door to auxiliary control.
You retrieve the medical drill.
First things first, though. Let's do the other stuff we did. The main thing I can't do is hook up that...
Well, gentlemen, let's see if we can re-establish power.
The main thing I can't do is... when we get that power pack is not to hook it up with the transporter.
You've taken the cable.
I'm supposed to do that later, but if I do that earlier, before something else happens in the game, then it puts me in a no-win loop because reasons. It was just lack of proper programming, I guess. Where was that beam? There's that support beam somewhere. It's not in here. Oh, that's right. It's over on auxiliary. I gotta saw it off. I think it's auxiliary. Did I get this beam? Yeah. Or is it?
This corridor leads to auxiliary. This corridor leads to...
No, this wasn't it. Where is that beam? Is it in the... Back to sick bay. It's not here. It's on the bridge. There it is.
The molecular saw easily cuts. You pick up the beam.
Wait, hold on. Let me go back on the bridge. Did I miss something? I got everything. Alright, now back to sick bay.
The ceiling appears stable. We should now be able to use Turbo Lift 2, Captain.
You pick up a length of cable.
Okay. I don't think... Is there anything for me to get to the transporter room right now? I don't think so. I could look at this stuff, but...
The transporter room...
Alright. Over to engineering.
Captain, I'm picking up a functioning energy source in the immediate vicinity.
Yes, you are. Because there's a power pack right here.
Oh my God, Jim, is that...
Yes, Doctor. It is
If you sent him...
actually, Doctor, 3...
Thank you, Spock. I think...
You pick up the portable fusion power pack.
Can't hook up that power pack to the transporter yet, because that'll cause me to screw up my game again. Okay. Open up the storage closet.
The closet opens, revealing a library of engineering technical journals. This is a library of...
These journals may prove useful in our...
You take the engineering technical journals.
Fill up the hypo.
The hypo is now...
Attach these hoses.
You connect a length of cable between the impulse engine and the junction box.
Oops. And the other side.
You connect a length of cable between the
I'll have Spock try to work at this so he says I can't set the
Please select an impedance.
proper
Spock?
impedance.
Captain, the wrong setting on this...
Back to sick bay. And this is basically where I was before. Now I have this drill, and I think I can use it to get past this.
The vent is far too small for any one of us.
This is the maintenance panel for the auxiliary control room door. This door leads to a... The panel has been fastened shut with some kind of sealant.
Tricorder indicates that the panel is currently sealed by Federation standard molecular bonding cement.
That's where this drill comes in.
The drill easily breaks through the seal of the panel. The panel opens easily.
Initial scans show that the gear mechanism is currently jammed with metallic debris.
Ah, that's what that hypo full of oil is for, I bet.
The oil seeps into and loosens the debris.
Aha!
The door is jammed shut. The gears are completely cleared of debris.
Very good. Now I can go in there, right? Yes! I should save my game, and on a different slot.
Save new game. Cancel. Delete. Replace. Save new game. Cancel. Delete previous game. Replace previous game.
Okay, let's have a look around this.
This is the impulse power allocation control. Indicators currently show no power output from the impulse engines. Damage from the battle has disabled the ship's main computer. These are the auxiliary helm and navigation controls for the Republic. Though they are intact, the ship is in no condition to move under her own power.
What is this?
These are Federation standard record decks. This is a standard input-output slot for record decks.
Oh, that's convenient.
You take the record decks.
Captain, I have examined the engineering journals. According to Chapter 18, we can run...
Jim, do we really need a lesson in starship engineering?
Spock, just tell me if they will help.
Why, yes, Captain.
So that should allow me to set the proper impedance. Now let's... What about these things?
Nothing happens.
Captain's log. Stardate 6087.6. The Republic is currently approaching the Vardane system. Sensors have detected unusual energy fluctuations near one of the Vardanian moons. Starfleet has ordered us to investigate.
Alright, I think it's time to go back to engineering. Spock, you should be able to set this correctly now, right?
Please select an impedance.
Spock?
Captain, the information obtained from
Very
the
good.
engineering journals indicates the correct impedance setting to be 19,000 ohms.
Go ahead and adjust the settings, Spock.
Alright. Progress.
Power has now been restored, Captain.
Alright, the engines are running. I guess back to auxiliary control? I mean, that bridge is too destroyed. I don't think I could do anything from the bridge. Auxiliary control seems like it's fairly intact, though. I might be able to control the ship from there.
Power is available, but the main computer is too badly damaged to actively control the power circuits.
Well, that's a bummer.
Mr. Spock, what is the condition of the fire control system?
There currently is no power being allocated to the weapons system. Even if there was a power source, the damage to the main computer is enough to prevent power allocation to that system.
Mr. Spock, what is the status of the ship's computer?
There is extensive damage to the main processing unit of the ship's computer. It will take several days at a starbase to repair.
We don't have several days, Mr. Spock.
Unless we can find a suitable computational alternative, there will be no way to control the ship's systems.
That's just great, Spock. We don't exactly carry an M5 computer in our inventory.
Maybe you don't.
Correct, Doctor. However, there may be another alternative. Linked tricorders, along with the circuits in the data reader, should have the processing power necessary to control a single starship system.
Thank goodness for parallel processing. I don't know what computers could do without it.
Computer humor. Alright, well, Spock, link up your tricorder then.
Spock crudely attaches the science tricorder to the computer console.
I bet that's a USB cable. USB 47.
Spock crudely attaches the medical tricorder to the computer console.
Both tricorders are rigged into the main computer's central processing unit. We now have enough computational power to control a single ship's system.
Okay. Whoa! Hey!
Captain, look! An Alassi ship!
That ship was cloaked.
Son of a...
Fascinating.
Is that all you can say?
Captain, I suggest we try to raise the shields.
Yeah. Spock?
With impulse power online and the tricorders performing computer control, I can divert power to...
Weapons. Shields. Transport weapons. Shields.
Shields are up, sir.
Captain, we are being hailed by the Alassi captain.
Put it on screen, Spock.
Well, if it isn't Captain Kirk. Fancy meeting you out here all alone in such a shabby starship.
What do you want?
You should be more civil, considering your enterprise is far away on a mercy mission helping that poor traitor.
Set us up.
It was a setup?
I can see why they made you captain.
I assume since you haven't blasted us to bits, you want something.
Why, yes I do. It seems you failed to give one of my associates some rather important information.
The Masada, I presume. You want the locations of all your imprisoned comrades?
Yes, Kirk. The Republic's computers will have the data just as your Enterprise would. I give you 1 minute to comply.
Just try and get it. You can't threaten me. It will take time. The controls are smashed and the main computer's badly damaged. It will take hours to get power to the computer banks. Just try and get it. It will take time.
Maybe I should just pump a few torpedoes into your
Gotta buy
shields
some
and
time.
check it out for myself.
The Republic will fall apart if you fire on us. Then you'll never get the data.
All right, Kirk. We'll do it your way. I would rather not kill you. Besides, as an old friend that wants to meet you, I give you 30 minutes. And remember, no tricks.
Captain, the main computer is far beyond.
Shut up, Spock.
30 minutes then. Kirk out.
All right.
Save new game.
I wonder if this part is actually timed.
Replace previous game.
Alright, suggestions?
Fascinating. A cloaked Elassie.
I'm not one to overlook strategic implications, Mr. Spock, but we can save that for another time.
Captain, do you suppose the Elassie might have used cloaking technology to project a false image of a ship the Republic would trust?
That is beyond the Elassie's capabilities, Ensign.
Cloaked Elassie. I wonder who the old friend they mentioned is.
I don't know, Bones.
Can I turn on any of the other systems?
With impulse power online and the tricorders performing computer control, I can divert power to...
Weapons.
Captain, the Elassie can surely detect the lowering of our shields. They will undoubtedly try to board us if we lower them.
That's a good point.
With impulse power online,
I'll
Weapons.
probably get the same reply if I say...
Shield. Transporter circuits.
right?
Captain, the Elassie can surely detect the lowering of our shields. They will undoubtedly try to board us if we lower them.
Spock, what about the fusion power pack? Could we use it to power the transporter?
I believe so, Captain. It would require a connection to the transporter circuits in the main control console.
Alright, so now I think I'm supposed to hook up the fusion power pack. Okay. Still don't know where I'm going to transport. What, onto their ship? Hopefully I'm doing this at the right time. But I have it saved not that long before this. And I won't save it over that slot just in case.
Spock, would it be possible to connect the fusion power pack directly into the transporter power circuits?
Fascinating. It can be done. However, the transporter will only be able to transport a single person.
Do it, Spock.
This unit is fully functional, but I do not see the logic in using it at this time, Captain. The Enterprise is out of range for transport.
So, now what?
Ready for your orders, sir.
This is the only access to the torpedo bay, Captain.
Well then, let's do it.
We don't have much time.
He looks at you with a puzzled expression.
What am I doing wrong here?
I fail to see the logic in that action, Captain. I fail to see the logic in...
I certainly see nothing there calling for ships, Doctor.
Captain, there are no coordinates set for the transporter. Captain, there are no coordinates set for the transporter. This unit is fully functional, but I do not see the logic in using it at this time, Captain. The Enterprise is out of range for transport. This is the only access to the torpedo bay, Captain.
Did I screw this up again? How did I screw this up?
With impulse power online and the tricorders perform...
Weapons. Shield. Transport.
Captain, the Alassie...
Spock, what about the fusion power pack? Could we use it to power the...
I believe so, Captain. It would require a connection to the transporter circuits.
Let's try this again. Oh, it's something wrong. At least I have it saved close to that right now. Let's see. Transporter.
Turbo lift access is blocked by an extremely high radiation level.
Right, that's why I want to use the transporter to get there.
I fail to see the logic in that action, Captain. Captain, there is no power allocated to the transporter. Captain, there is no power allocated to the transporter.
Spock, would it be possible to connect the fusion power pack directly into the transporter power circuits?
Fascinating. It can be done. However, the transporter will only be able to transport a single person.
Do it, Spock.
I fail to see the logic in that action, Captain.
Spock, please check out the transporter.
This unit is fully functional, but I do not see the logic in using it at this time, Captain. The Enterprise is out of range for transport.
Spock, please check out the transporter.
Captain, there are no coordinates set for the transporter.
Spock, please check out the transporter.
Captain, there are no coordinates set for the...
Spock, please check out the
Why is this not working?
This unit is fully functional, but I do not see the logic in using it at this time, Captain. The Enterprise is out of range for transport. This is the only access to the torpedo bay, Captain.
Right. Why won't you transport one of us there? Alright. I'm gonna stop the game here, then I'm gonna look up the solution, because I don't understand why this isn't still working. And maybe the game is just fucked up and we'll never get to that. Who knows?